What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Christian Hannah Horror here. This is the Halloween special. This is my last video before Halloween. Tomorrow's Halloween. Maybe uploaded on Halloween, but right now it's Hallows Eve, All Hallows Eve. So first off, I just want to say happy Halloween to all you guys. I love you guys. This is our time of year. Today, and for my Halloween special, I want to do something that's really near and dear to me. I want to talk about the Curse of Thorn. For Halloween, I want to talk about how this kind of came to be and why it's the dark chapter of the Halloween franchise that gets overlooked, and I wish it wouldn't. I want to start from the beginning because, look, I think we all have this story of our first Halloween movie and the Halloween movie that we identify with. I feel like as Halloween fans, we all have a Halloween movie that we identify with. Being a Halloween 3 Season of the Witch fan, a big one, yes, I love Halloween 3, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about Michael Myers and the King of Halloween. Growing up, there was one Halloween film in particular that meant just everything to me, and that was, without a doubt, Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers. That was the movie I instantly remember as a young kid watching, singing on TV, and just being horrified. That's the movie. H2O seems like it would have been more of the movie I should have identified with, because I really came into my childhood around the late 90s. But man, it passed me by. But the movie that I remember more than anything was Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers. I've talked about this before. Me and my brother being up late at night, and we can remember when the washing machine floods, and then she runs outside, the mom, and you see Michael come past the curtain with the big axe. Just horrifying. We remember vividly. I remember me and Trey, my brother, just that feeling of Halloween we got. That's the movie to me in the Halloween franchise that not only does it feel like a Halloween season movie, but it could be the middle of February. If I just get in the dark room and turn on the TV, it instantly feels like Halloween outside in my house. It's an incredible feeling that I get from that movie. Here's the crazy thing about the Curse of Thorn. We all know it's about the cult. It's about this cult that powers Michael through the Curse of Thorn to kill. And what's crazy is this. Obviously in 4, everything is great. We're back to Michael Myers. Everything is just back on track. Then we get into Halloween 5 and we start to notice the symbol on the hand of Michael. And then we see this guy in the black suit. What's really interesting about the Curse of Thorn, it was an accident. It was something that just came from happenstance. The writing was just, they needed to develop the writing in the sequels, and they needed to make new things happen. So they were just adding this stuff in with really no regard to the future. There's never a guarantee that they're going to make another Halloween movie after one is done. Obviously there's already talks about a Halloween sequel to the one that just came out, but until it happens, that could possibly well be the very last Halloween, but you never know. You just never know. In 5, the writing was just off the wall. They were filming and still writing the movie, and they just needed to exploit new things. Mustafa Akkad made mention to it. They needed to exploit new characters. They needed to continue the story, or he thought that people would get bored. So when 5 was done, it's interesting because there was a big gap between 5 and 6. I believe it was 6 years. When you come out of 5 is arguably the Halloween movie with the most literal ending, telling you that there will be a sequel. Let's recap. Besides number 1, but number 1 really could still feel like a standalone movie, and the more time goes by, the more it seems that, each Halloween film can almost be its own standalone movie. But with number 1, Michael disappears into the night, but you just feel like the horror is never going to end. But you didn't know the story was going to continue. 2, he bursts into flames. You could have ended it there. 4, he gets blasted by guns aplenty and then falls into a mine shaft. He could have easily been dead. But 5, this man in black breaks Michael out of the jail. So that's the one movie that I feel has an ending that says, oh, they're planning a next one. But when they got to Halloween 6, a fan turned in a script for it. A guy named Daniel Farrands just loved the movie and made this script. And he really dived into this Thorn cult, because obviously, if you got to understand, if they're asking fans to send in scripts, that means that the production companies really didn't know what to do. It was, what do you do? Who was the man in black? And that's the thing. they didn't really know. When they were doing 5, these characters, they just added these characters in to continue a story, but they really didn't know what was going on. It's really bizarre and crazy that, you know, movies that were made professionally were handled with regard like that. But it was a beautiful accident to me. What I love about the Thorn trilogy and the Curse of Thorn is the darkness. It's the dark, you know, when you get from 5 all the way up to 6, it's this culmination of this darker shade of gray of Halloween. It's such the darkest shade of gray, because instead of him just being this pure evil, he's very unpure. He is demonic. Michael is demonic. He's this possessed. He's possessed, and he's possessed by this cult, and it's so horrifying to me. You know, what I want to say about the Curse of Michael Myers is that, you know, I want you guys to, you know, step back and say, let me give this trilogy, let me give, you know, the Thorn trilogy, let me give this era another shot. Let me give it its due. Because now, you know, with Halloween 3, they call that the black sheep. I don't see Halloween 3 as the black sheep anymore, because, you know, I remember, you know, 10 years ago liking the movie. Nobody really liked it. And I'm sure, obviously, there's people out there that like it. But I dare say it's more regarded today as time has gone on. To me, the black sheep now really is, you know, more or less 5 and 6, specifically 6. Some people just love 6, and a lot of people just despise it. And that's fine. But, you know, Halloween is like an onion. There's a lot of layers, obviously. But the Thorn trilogy is so dark and demonic. You know, look what's popular today in movies. You've got movies of paranormal. You've got movies of cults. And these things scare people. Movies like Witch and Lords of Salem and Hereditary. I mean, these movies really get to people now, and they grasp people. And I dare say a movie like Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers would have boded a lot better in today's environment and in today's movies, because it is in that same realm of cult and horror and just, you know, demonics and stuff. And it would have been interesting. Think about that. What if Halloween 6 would have really been Halloween 2018? Let's say Halloween 6 never happened and they just went from 5 to H2O. How do you think Halloween 6 would have turned out perspective-wise in 2018? I think it would have been regarded a little bit better. But that's hearsay. But look, here's what I want to wrap this up with. I just want to say, look, Halloween, the Thorn, it's a dark chapter that I'm proud to say is my favorite chapters of the Halloween franchise. And the movies are good. You know, like I always say, you know, they're not the Green Mile. You're not gonna have your life flipped upside down. But take these movies for what they are. They're roller coaster rides. But you know, I want to, you know, hold the banner for the Thorn banner high, and just kind of reach out and see if there are other big fans of the Thorn trilogy out there as well, specifically movies like Halloween 6. So give it a shot, you know, watch the movies again, give them a shot, you know, and it's great seeing that was Donald Pleasence in his last hurrah, and, you know, none of it went in vain, because we got the producer's cut and we got the real story, and that's even creepier to me. So thank you, Donald Pleasence, for all the movies you did, and just thank you guys for watching this video. And who else holds the banner for the Thorn trilogy like I do? Thank you guys for watching. I will say happy Halloween. Watch the Halloween movies.